from Bersih 2.0 steering committee member. First of all, I really want to congratulate the Himpunan Hijau 2.0 for their excellent, sterling kind of performance and being able to actually garner more than 2,000 people. And this time it's not on the beach, it's on the streets and of Padang. So congratulations, and we are definitely in support of the effort made by the team here. And we hope that through these loud voices from the people, liners will rethink about situating their company here. Thank you.
Mr. Wong Chin Huat.
Thank you. I'm a member of Bersih 2, as well as been invited to play a little assisting role in Himpunan Hijau 2.0. I think so far we have achieved quite a lot. People are clear that the Kuala people will now stand up firmly against this. If Linus is not going to change his mind, which we don't expect them to do so soon, you're probably going to see Himpunan Hijau 3 or 4 until they do. If people think that Kuala people are not used to street or mass demonstration outside the beach, tomorrow would be a time for them to change this perception. More things will come. I think today's our chairperson, Mr. Wong's response to the rumor that the rugby would take place at MPK4 was so egg. He said that if we didn't get the place, we'll occupy the town, and from sunrise to sunset. I think that's the position. If you want to take us in, I put it on my Facebook. I think that we want to avoid, as far as possible, any trouble. But if the police start arresting people, if they start arresting one person, I hope that there will be 1,999 persons stand up and offer themselves for the police to arrest. We want to see, whether Najib can handle headlines like this. Malaysia, 2,000 people arrested for opposing Australian toxic plant. And I really think that 20,000. 2,000 arrested. We don't have to give them 20,000. 10% for them to see. Yeah. I think because that the Bersih record was 1667 and all you get was nasi biryani. So this time around, I think we should give them 2,000. And people like Maria say if she got in, she would ask for nasi dagang. Mr. Wong would say no mutton because he is a vegetarian, and so is Ambika. So and some other friends say one nasi lemak and so on. I think, but the point here is that tomorrow would be a fun time. Yeah. We will stand up, we'll defend our country, we'll walk in the great traditions of Mat Kilau, Dato' Pahaman and so on. If they would fight the colonialists even when the country was colonized, there's no reason we, as citizens of an independent country, surrender our land and our health to foreign interests. Thank you.
Okay, good evening everybody. My name is Yoklin. I am working with the KL Selangor Chinese Assembly Hall under the project called Plan of Action for Malaysia. I'm the program director. But also at the same time, I'm also the deputy president of All Women's Action Society, AWAM. And we must say that, because I was also involved partially in the organizing of the nationwide action, local action for KL, Maju Junction, and Penang, KK, all this. And we must say that, this is an issue, not Kuantan issue, right? It is a national issue. It is an issue affects everybody, you and I. And people thought that, the toxic, it is only affecting Kuantan, but it's not. Because the things, the toxic will sink into the water, and then our fish will eat it, and then the fish will sell to the other parts of the country, right? So that's why we are pleased to see that, this issue has escalated to the national attention. And we must tell the liners and then the government that We must defend our land, our country, and nobody can just take us easily, right? Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Ho. Prof. Kitita, I'm sure you have something to say. Yeah. I'm Tan Ka Keng. I'm an engineer, and chemical engineer, also environmental engineer. I'm a technical advisor for Himpunan. And my experience is from Papan. Papan campaign. This Linus, anti-Linus campaign is a continuation and escalation of the Papan anti-rare earth campaign. From Papan, we have local leaders who oppose the construction of the dump site, for the Asian rare earth toxic radioactive waste. So they were very successful. I mean, partly is the power of the people who won the campaign, and we managed to get the then acting Prime Minister Musa Hitam to close the dam. So after that, all the local people begin to act on the Asian rare earth plant opposite Bukit Merah. So after quite a few years, I think, and with many experts coming to help us, we found that we measured radiation very high, about 1,000 times. So we are sure, it's very dangerous. And of course, we are proven right. The court shut down the plant. Okay, and then now the biggest problem is that Bukit Merah is left, in the area is left with this very toxic radioactive waste dump. Okay, and I mean, don't know whose brain idea is this. This is put in the virgin forest. Toxic radioactive waste put in a virgin forest, And this 41 hectare, there's only 100 acres. I mean, we have plenty of ex-mining land. Why do we bury them? Well, of course, people say they got water there. But you look at Sunway, Sunway Pyramid, the theme park is very deep. And they have the underworld, under what you call city, undersea city now coming up, few hundred feet, You can pump the water and store the waste. But we don't want the waste. We told the company we don't want. So this is the thing we must learn also, that we cannot allow liners to operate under this so-called temporary operating license. Asia was given a temporary operating license for 10 over years. And after 30 years, we have not changed. Itu kerajaan mati sekarang yang efficient, yang bersih kan, yang mana. Now we have a temporary prime minister, and he hasn't said anything. Unfortunately, in his home state, we demand the prime minister, to answer the people of the whole country. So we see that the liners we have met the CEO in Sydney, We are very appalled and shocked. We asked them for the information of the radiation level of the ore. He couldn't provide us. All he had was the old report from Ashton, the company that did some study. And then Linus took over. And this Dick Curtis was just a banker. He knows nothing. Linus every day put a newspaper telling people they have experience. Experience or no experience. Zero record on the design, construction, operation, maintenance of a rare earth plant. They have no knowledge of processing plant. So you can see they cannot construct the plant properly, right? Now it's leaking over. And we cannot be sure that we can be sure they cannot run the plant properly. Okay? And of course, the most important thing is that our government agency love this temporary thing. 5 years temporary operation, wait until the waste can be handled, then only we give them permanent license or force them to have proper waste management. This is really nonsense. The IAEA report already say, you must have proper management management of waste. These are toxic radioactive waste. Even rare earth itself is a toxic heavy metal, can come under schedule waste. This is very, very important. And all the answer is that, biar dia jalan dulu. We cannot say they are not safe. Nanti bila tahu tak safe kita buat lagi. That was told to us in the ministry. So Raja Aziz, he told us, wow, now you can comply everything in Bukit Merah, so you'll be okay in Kuantan. I say, Aziz, congratulations. I target your commitment and conviction for compliance, but we don't want the waste, please. Now, we don't know. 100 acre in the Kelalang range near Bukit Merah, Below Kemaman, the Tausat plant got 500 hectares. That's 1,250 acres. So Linus tell us how many acres is going to cut down this forest, for your dirty waste. I think you better pack and go home. Okay.
So interesting, yeah. Briefing turned into a PC. But this is Himpunan Hijau. Everything is so smooth eventually. Yeah. If there's any questions from the media, we don't want to take too much of your time because there are still a lot of, other programs in Telok Cempedak and also Bersera. So I thank you for your coming and see you tomorrow.
But I really appreciate all your help to make it possible of what it is today. The information that you all have disseminated to the public. If without you all, we are still like going to be end up like Bukit Merah, the few fellas running around. Thank you very much.
Okay, let me remind you also one interesting thing. Bukit Merah, people was really boiling. And you read the press, during the peak it was 20,000. Now tomorrow we're going to have 20,000, maybe more. Huh?
Yeah.
Maybe more. There is a small village with many villages around. We have 20,000. I think one time we should
hit 50.
50, yeah.
We should hit 50.
How will you estimate the number tomorrow? How?
No way estimating. No way, I understand.
But give me the good estimate.
But I said, if you ask the number, I had mentioned before, when we challenged by our Prime Minister, saying that PN can bring out more people. When we challenged by our Menteri Besar, said that 20,000 is not enough. Yes, sometimes the number is not that important. The PN can bring out unlimited number with the taxpayers' money backing them. But what we are talking about here, even 2 people is important.
I understand. Just that because like overseas, maybe they have a way to measure, estimate the number.
Yeah.
Do we have such a way?
As I said, we are very inexperienced in organizing under green platform. This is the first time we organize such an event. We are learning from per se. We got their advice here and there. But they also say agak-agak aja. So we also agak-agak aja lah. No, we can roughly agak one. We can see the crowd.
It's easier to measure in a field than per se. Yeah.
But of course, the number, normally when the number is by the government, they will say it's only 2,000 people. So it depends on the independent media like you all. You assess it to number what it would be like. Yeah.
You want us to?
Next time, maybe.
Actually, we have. Sorry.
You can consider speakers, giving out speakers. You measure on the speakers, how many speakers you give out.
Yeah, actually, yeah, we do have that, not intentionally, but you mentioned it. We have printed 12,000. We have printed 12,000. Our decoration, our what do you call that? Our handbag resolution, because we want all the participants to pledge together with us. So if we give that all out halfway through, that means 12,000 gone. If still got half people coming in, that means it's 24,000. More people coming in, that means it's the number keep increasing. And then 5% sharing one. If that paper all gone, you will see definitely there's 12,000 there. Okay? Yeah.
Daripada itu akhbar, itu harakah. Daripada akhbar itu harakah dalam 4 minggu yang sudah saya kira agak berturut-turut ada disebutkan bahwasannya setiap bagian PAS akan mengerah setidak-tidaknya 1.000 orang. Daripada situ ada dibayangkan bahwasannya daripada PAS itu saja mereka mungkin dapat mengerahkan sekitar 20.000. Ini tidak termasuk kelompok yang lain. Dan ini juga sebenarnya waktu kita adakan itu bersih, kita sendiri pun memang tidak dapat nak mengagak. Sebab seperti yang diketahui, semua jalan sudah diumumkan akan ditutup. Ada 20 itu nama yang disenaraikan akan ditangkap. Jadi dengan gertakan seperti itu, kita tidak dapat juga untuk mengagak. Tapi bila waktu itu terjadi, dan kita sendiri pun merasakan luar biasa. Orang datang dengan sendirinya, sebab orang tidak mengumumkan, tapi orang datang dengan hati. Jadi saya pikir di sini oleh karena sudah berlaku dulunya, dan nampak macam itu kerajaan di sini samsengan gitu. Dia tidak benarkan, mulanya tidak benarkan sama sekali. Lepas itu membenarkan itu ada padang. Lepas itu ditukar padang. Lepas itu dibungkas itu padang. Lepas itu ada orang main rugby dekat situ. Dan ini semua sebenarnya menimbulkan kemarahan dan menampakkan kedunguan itu kerajaan, itu negeri Pahang. Jadi saya itu agak percaya kalau padang ditutup, 2 padang ataupun 5 padang ditutup, mereka akan berada di tengah-tengah itu bandar itu sendiri. Dan itu akan berlaku, saya kira.
Any questions? No questions.
Just want to correct the number that I announced just now. I said 12,000, but my committee estimate more people and anticipate big number coming. He said he just increased the printing to 30,000.
Wow.
They're coming, swimming here. I just flew here because I heard they are stopping on the highway.
Okay, with that we call off the press conference today, and yeah, see you all tomorrow. We have some numbers of the committees and you need Amma here in case you need any assistance. Yeah, journalists might get arrested as well. So. Thank you very much. Terima kasih.